What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is ASA Studio. In today's tutorial we are going to center on frequency separation and how to do some color correction in your images. So let's get started. First of all, let's observe what's wrong in the photo. Now we can see that she has different color on her face, so there's color variation. Check underneath her eyes, we have this yellow kind of hue. By this place we have the reddish dark reddish kind of color, and we need to blend that. So it's actually easy if I use capture one to blend something like this, but let's see how we can do it in Photoshop. So we're going to remove the blemishes as well and do some white balance. So before that, let's start with the color correction. Now I will explain some certain things. So before that, let's grab hue and saturation slider. Now the way I use this hue and saturation slider, I normally use the sampler tool, and then I pick a color, and it is very hard for you to make the darker side look like the lighter side. So in this case, this red part can actually look like this one because of the way the hue and saturation function. So let me give you an instance. If I pick this place and I increase the hue, you can see that the color difference here is not actually visible compared to the difference here. Here we have this kind of greenish, and here we have the blue. So it's very hard for you to pick the blemishes. If I shift the slider, so you can see what I'm talking about, and then take it to the left, it's not going to easily get those color range. So what I usually do is I pick the sampler tool and I take the yellow color, the lighter one. So let me say somewhere around here, and then I increase. Now once I increase, as I move the slider, I target those places, just the yellow part. So something like this, and then I make sure those places are selected. Now since it's selected, I'm going to widen the range and widen this one backwards, just to get a nice view. So something like this, and then I'm going to make this 0, and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take back the hue so that the lighter yellow looks more like the red. So something like this. As I take it back, you can see how it fits the two color together. So look at the before and then look at the after. So it just fits the two color together. So we have about -27. Anything lesser than that will change, kind of change color. So I'm just going to leave it at -30 will do the trick. So let's cancel that, and then let's see our before and after. So turn it off, before and then after. You can see that the yellow is gone. And now, why did we take this step? Because when we want to do our frequency separation, we can blend those skin together, and then after the frequency separation, we can now give it the right skin tones by using some color grading or some color adjustment in the camera raw filter. So the next thing, I'm going to create a stem visible layer, Ctrl Shift Alternate E, and after that I'm going to do some frequency separation. So for you who don't know how to do frequency separation, I'm just going to run through it, and for those of you who already know how to do frequency separation, there are a lot of videos online. So this is how to do frequency separation. You can skip the video and move forward. So duplicate the layer twice. You can name this one color. Frequency separation is separating the color and the texture so you can work on them independently, and this I'm going to name it texture. I'm going to turn off this layer, select the color layer, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then you're going to blur it till where you can see the feature of the face. So I'm going to turn the texture layer off so we can see what we are blurring. So filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur, and I'm going to blur it like, let's see, I'm going to blur it a little. And why I'm doing this is because I want this black spot to blend easily. If you blur it very well, you are going to find it difficult to blend those black darker spots. So just a bit, and choose the right spot, because it's actually going to look plastic if you don't. So I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'm going to turn on this one and turn on the texture layer, go to image, apply image, and if the image is 32 bits, just take the settings. is 8 bits, I mean. So from merge, choose color, and then under multiply, choose subtract, scale to offset 128, and then click OK. Alright, so now change the blending mode to linear light, and now we can start working on them independently. So for the color layer, select it and choose the mixer to brush. Set your brush settings to clean brush, and select this one and deselect this one, and then just copy the settings above. Okay, so for the texture layer, we're going to be using the clone stamp tool, and for this one, now watch why I took less blur, just because I want to, you can see what's happening there. Let me do that again, Ctrl Z. So it's easy for you to clean and blend two skin together, so you can see what I'm doing. So just right click and blend the skins together. If I blur the photo very well, this will be very hard. So when you have stronger spots, you blur it a little, but when you have lesser spots and blemishes, you blur it more, so as to make the image look realistic. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I did. So I finished blending the skin tones, and I'm going to go ahead to the texture layer, select the clone stamp tool, and this is what I'm going to do to fix those blemishes. I'm going to hold down Alt to select a fresh area that has a lot of skin tones, and then I'm going to cover those places that has spots like this. Select an area, hold down Alt, left click, and then go over, and then just keep doing it for the rest of the image. So this is what I'm going to be doing to fix the rest part of the image. I'm going to go ahead, go to a nose, and do the same thing. So I'm going to come back to the video after I finish adjusting all. Alright, so I'm going to group the two frequency separation because I'm done with it, and we can quickly see a before and then a after, a before and then a after. Alright, so a bonus tip that I would like to show you guys is how to create more depth with the photo. Okay, so but before that, let me show you where I can correct the color of the eyes. So just grab one of the solid color adjustment layer, click OK, choose on any color, turn it off, double click, and then select the eyes, and you can see the color being selected. Just take it up a little bit, click on OK. Let's select another part of the image. Let's select this side, and let's see. How about here? Okay, so let's just say we're choosing this side. Okay, so let's take it up and then click OK. Now turn it on, change the blending mode to subtract and divide, and it's going to brighten up the image. And this function like a white balance tool, but now only that it's actually too bright. So I'm going to take it up like this, and I'm going to leave it. Now it's actually brought the image to life, being dull, and now it's brighter. Now one more thing I want to do that same process again. So I'm going to grab another solid color adjustment layer, click OK, turn it off, double click, and select a white part of the image, which is on the eyes, and then that's the color. So I'm going to take it up, click OK, select, turn it back on, and then change it to divide. Okay, now it's actually blown out. So let's invert the mask. Let's turn it on, and let's select another part of where okay, I guess this place should be right, and then take it up, and then let's do it again. So now this is white eyes, you can see the eyes white. So let's invert the mask, grab the normal brush tool, zoom in, and then I'm going to paint the eyes. I'm going to paint it white, so with the foreground color white. Let's choose this one, and I'm going to just paint over it. I'm not going to paint over the iris, I'm just going to paint just on that, so something like this, and then this one. Now it's sometimes too bright, you can see it's too bright, not looking real. So I'm going to open it up again, and then I'm going to increase it to somewhere I find it real, so this looking realistic. And now that's not the end. I'm going to grab the hue and saturation, and I'm going to clip it. Let's clip it. And after clipping it, I'm going to increase the saturation. Notice if I decrease the saturation, it's going to go back to where it started from. So I'm going to increase the saturation, and the more I increase the saturation, it's going to give it the white feeling. You can see, let me exaggerate it. You can see how white it looks right now. So I'm just going to exaggerate it and leave it somewhere here, and we could play around with it till we get the, you know, the one we want. So this looks fine to me. So let's group the two together again and then turn it off and on. So that's how to get, you know, a white image. So bonus tip I want to give you: one, bonus tip two, let's create a stem visible layer, and this time around I want to make her smile. So let's go to filter and go to liquify. Now here we are in the liquify tool. There are many tools we can use here, but first of all I'm going to go to the blur tool, and why I want to use this is because I want a cheek to come out. So I'm just going to tap like 4 times, and you can't see the effect now, but later you are going to see the effect. So I'm just going to, you know, bring this out. So let's go to the face feature, and I pray it shows. I don't know why my computer is going so slow. Okay, so I'm going to raise it up so she could smile, not like over smile. Let's just take it down. In fact, let's do the original just a bit. Good. And now I'm going to grab the, you know, the poker tool to give more details to the eyes. I'm going to expand this and then just dab and hover here to dab. I'm going to do the same here too, and here and here. It's just to make the contour define. I'm going to do it here and here as well. Okay, and do it anywhere that has hole, you know. So I'm going to bring this in and bring this in. So that should be all for now. And I'm going to click OK. So let's see our before and after. So this is just a bonus tip. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it clearly. Before and then after. So notice how we made her smile and make the photo look more, you know, lively and alive. Okay, so guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go further because I know there's a lot we can still do to the image. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe. See you in our next video. Thank you for watching.